We're going to be discussing linear quadratic systems of equations. So we're going to need a warm-up. We're going to do a warm-up. You may not need the warm-up. So what we have is, I'm going to give you a system, a linear system. And y equals 4x minus 1. And the directions are going to be solve the linear system, using substitution. Now you may have learned another way of doing it, like elimination or addition, sometimes they call it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to be doing substitution. So the way we do substitution is we're going to give some number. We're going to label these equations. So I'm going to label it 1 and 2. I'm going to sub equation 2 into equation 1. So that means wherever I see a y in this equation, instead of y, I'm going to write 4x minus 1. So equation 1 was 5x minus 3y equals minus 11. But now when we sub it in, we're going to get 5x minus 3, and instead of y, we're going to write 4x minus 1 equals minus 11. And now we just go and we solve this thing. So this is going to multiply into there. And we're going to get 5x minus 12x plus 3 equals negative 11. 5x minus 12x is minus 7x. Bring the 3 to the other side, you get minus 11 minus 3, which is minus 14. Minus 7x equals negative 14. So x equals 2. And I'm zipping through this, of course, but that's not really the focus of this lesson. X equals 2. We could then sub the 2 back into there. So we're going to sub it, we know that y equals 4x minus 1. But instead of x, what are we going to write? We are going to write, well, x is 2, and it goes in a bracket, minus 1. So y equals 8 minus 1, and y equals 7. And putting it all together, we know that the solution to the linear system, the solution to the linear system is going to be x is 2 and y is 7. Graphically speaking, that also means something as well. What it means graphically is that, we're going to do this really roughly, 4x minus 1 looks something like this. Y equals 4x minus 1. And then 5x minus 3y is going to be something like this. And that's 5x minus 3y equals negative 11. Oh, did I do that wrong? No, that looks right. And what we know is that the point 2 and 7, the point 2 and 7 is going to be the intersection between our two lines. So it means both that that the solution x equals 2 and y equals 7 works for both of these equations, and graphically that's the intersection between the two.